Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a face full of new drugstore makeup, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play with new drugstore makeup. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like videos like this, I tend to hit up the drugstore and Sephora and Ulta, and I try to get all the new goodies and review them on here for you guys so you can see them in action and see if they're worth your money before you go spend it, okay? Alright guys, so without further ado, we're gonna jump in because there's a bunch of stuff to cover, and we'll be recreating this look that you see right here. So if you like it, stay tuned. Here we go. So the first thing I picked up was CoverGirl's new True Blend Base Business, and this formula is supposed to be the pore minimizing. So consistency wise, oh, that's really like, I expected it to be thicker for a pore minimizing formula, but it's not that thick at all. So let's see. So this product, let me see the back as I am rubbing it into my face. It says that it visibly reduces and blurs pores while mattifying shine. Maybe it's like once it dries down, but right now I'm just seeing like extra shine on my face. But it smells really good. It smells nice and fresh. Alright guys, I'm going to sit as close to this camera as I possibly can. You guys already know my deal with my Macy's bag sized pores. This primer so far, it doesn't really look like it's doing anything to mask those pores, and it feels kind of like silicone-y. So Maybelline came up with a Super Stay foundation in a stick form that is supposed to be super full coverage and can be used as a foundation and also as a concealer. So I picked it up in, what shade is this? This is Buff Beige, number 130, and I know that it looks darker than my skin tone, but my body right now, from having lunch outdoors, I've got this awesome like farmer's tan going on, if you can see it. Let's see. I'm not gonna go ham because I'm not sure exactly how high coverage this stuff is. And I know that I haven't really applied any under here, but I kind of want to do that next after I see how it covers my imperfections. So I see it already starting to dry over here, which is telling me it's a type of foundation that you're better off just applying it on one area and then proceeding to blend it out, because now I feel like I've got a cute little stripe going on up here. Guys, forgive the gray roots. It is what it is. Not for anything though, but I mean, I think it's got really nice coverage in terms of hiding redness in comparison to the mess that I've got going on over here. Okay, so that is how the foundation looks on the skin. It does claim to be a cream to matte powder formula, and if you look up close you can still see my pores beneath the foundation, which tells me that that CoverGirl primer did not exactly do a damn thing to fill in my pores. Alright babes, so now that I have powdered my face, I'm looking up close, and I don't know if you can tell in the viewfinder, but at least in my mirror I'm seeing my face looks a whole lot cakier than I normally like it to look. So CoverGirl came out with these trios. I think they're trying to kind of make a little bit of competition with like Anastasia and with Morphe. So you're going to get a bronzer, a highlight, and a blush shade, and there's only 2 palettes that exist that I saw in my local CVS, and this one I would say it's for like fairer tones like mine, and there is a deeper one with a darker bronzer and darker highlighter and a like plummy rosish blush that I guess is intended for darker skin tones. So that's looking hella orange to me right now. I'm digging the highlight shade and I'm digging the blush shade, so I'm a little afraid of this right now, but we're just gonna go in and try. So I'm not going for a super sculpted look, I just want to bronze up my face. Is it me, or am I not seeing anything happening? So like the brush is pretty loaded. I think you can see that, right? Let's hide that double chin. I'm gonna go into my blush, into the blush shade. Oh no, it's nice. Alright, Sephora. I paid way too much money for this brush for it to be shedding all over my fucking face. Alright, let's try out this highlight. Oh, that picks up a lot of product. Holy crap. It's definitely really subtle. So I've let the bronzer and everything kind of like settle in on my skin, and honestly, like, I don't mind it that much. Like, I'm seeing a very like subtle bronze, which I kind of like. You know, I wish it wasn't as orangey, but it's not unbearable, it's not terrible. I really do like the blush shade, and the highlight is nice. So now we're gonna move on to brows. So Wonder Brow 2 actually came out with a dual-ended pencil, and this is something that I have never really seen before from any company, and I can totally appreciate, because there were mornings where I was like, damn, I wish I had a pencil that had like a thick end and then a really micro end, so that I can fill in the middle of my brows really quickly and then just like sharpen up the tail end with the smaller point. And I'll be damned if Wonder Brow did not deliver. So on one side you have a thicker pencil, on the other end you have a micro fine tip, and here, oh no, that is not a good sign when you touch it to your hand and it just breaks off. Y'all, this was $20. So that's the shade right there. They have two shades. I saw brunette and I saw the shade blonde. Filled in, not filled in. I like the color. It is a little bit light and it's ashy for sure. So let's talk a little bit about the look that I've just put together on my eye. We have a couple things going on here. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the CoverGirl True Naked, what is this, the Dazed palette. And this is obviously a rainbow style palette. So I have the swatches right here for you. I kind of did them out of order by mistake, but it's okay because none of them do have names. But this is the payoff with swatches, which I think is pretty intense. I also topped it with this Milani Hypnotic Lights eyeshadow topper, which, oh my god, I saw this in the store and I was like, shut up. So the theory is, I'll just say what it is. It's a knockoff of Stila's Glitter and Glow shadows. So when you look at that, oh my god. So that's what I have topped right now. I did play with this before, and it's pretty waterproof, you guys. So I'm excited about these. And lastly, I used this mascara. Now, I did not purchase this. This was sent to me as a gift. This is from Ardell. It's called Wispies. I'm not sure if you can really see it, but it is a fiber-based mascara. It is not waterproof, but it does a pretty decent job at building up lashes, but you'll see that as we begin the tutorial. So because this palette doesn't have any transition shade whatsoever, I did pull from the blush palette. So I'm going to dive into the bronzer shade, and I'm going to layer this like 3 or 4 times because it really doesn't have much pigmentation. Now I'm going to dive into the palette. We're going to go into this purple right here. And I'm going to run this purple through my crease, pretty tight into the crease. Okay, so I'm going to pick up this gorgeous royal blue shade right here, and we're going to lay this all over the lid, except for the inner corner. So technically in the center of the lid. I've got issues. So I'm going to go into the yellow and the orange and kind of like dip back and forth because I just felt like it. And I'm gonna apply that to my inner corner. Next, I'm going to take a clean, like medium fluffy brush, and without any product, I'm just going to go into the crease and run the brush between the blue and the purple so that it's not that harsh. 5, Prismatic Light. Okay, and it's this Divine shade. I know I didn't bring it up close before, but that's what it looks like. I'm going to grab some of this product, and I'm going to focus this mainly on the center of the lid, just like that. And I found that the best way to get it to blend is by just using your finger and patting it onto the location where you want it to reside. So I'm going to go back with that medium-sized blending brush with just a tiny bit of the purple that we used before, which was this one, yes. I'm like, there's 2 purples. Which one did I use? So just a tiny bit, and I'm going to run into the crease so that I can get a better blend on that glitter. So now I'm going to grab my Stila flat shader brush, and I'm going to grab this other purple, the first purple from the palette on the left hand side, which is technically the right for you guys, and I'm going to just run this on my lower lash line, making sure that I meet that outer corner where I flicked up. Alright guys, so I'm going with a fluffier brush, kind of like a flat fluffy brush with a bit of the bronzer again, and I'm just going to blend out that line that I created underneath. I don't want any harshness, I just want everything to kind of like flow. I'm going back into that Real Technique tiny brush, and I'm just going to do the same thing I did for the inner corner, the inner third I mean. And I'm just going to apply this right down here. Then I'm going to go right back into that mixture one more time and use this as my inner corner highlight. Last but not least, we're going to use the Ardell Wispies. And let me just show you guys the brush so you can see what it looks like. I've been using this for a couple days now because I did receive it for free. And if you can see, like, the fibers kind of like gunk up. And this isn't it's not indicative of how the mascara performs, because I actually think that it looks pretty nice once you've learned to navigate the brush and all the little fibers. So if I come in close enough, hopefully it'll zoom in. You can see, like, there's some good definition on my lashes. There we go. So for lips, we have 3 options. I picked up 2 of Wet n Wild's new lip glosses. So I actually have one of the shades on right now, and it's this pinky shade called Fly Gal. So you can see there's not much pigmentation to them, but like they're kind of like a medium sticky formula, like not as sticky as MAC, but it definitely has like some stick factor to it so that it's going to give you more longevity. And here's the other one that I picked up. This one's called Featherless, which is much more of a coral nude shade, and I'll swatch it for you right here. That's what that looks like. Oh, that's so pretty. And the last one that I picked up is from Milani, and it's their new it's called Keep It Full. It's a nourishing lip plumper with some added color, and I kind of really fell in love with this shade, which is the shade number 8 in Soft Rose. Not sure if the camera is picking up on that, but I was super curious about it, and when I opened it up I was like, oh, look at this gigantic wand. So let's see how it looks. Oh, this is mama's kind of color. Juicy. Alright, y'all, so let me fix this and I shall be right back. Alright, my babies, so that's pretty much the entirety of all the products that I picked up. I'm kind of digging the CoverGirl palette. Like, it's got some like serious pigmentation to it. I mean, it could use a little bit more blendability, but I'm not gonna like harp on it that hard because, you know, for a rainbow palette, that shit paid off. I am so super in love with this Milani junk. I may have to go and pick up some more of them. I can't believe I'm saying that. Get a grip, Marisol, get a grip. All right, loved the lip glosses. These are bomb as fuck. I think the only things that I really didn't like was the primer, but I just wish that the primer was actually like a pore filling primer. Like I could still see my pores. I'm sure you can see my pores. I'm sure anybody on Mars can see my pores. Well, let me know down below what you thought of these products. Which one was your favorite? Which one would you totally pass on? All right, guys, and if you choose to recreate this look, make sure that you tag me on Instagram. Here's my hashtag right here. Make sure you click that subscribe button before you leave. Hit the like. It helps me out so much. And I'm so happy to be back with you guys. Thank you so much for waiting for me and having patience throughout these last 2 hectic months of my life. And I love you guys. Have a great day.